How to tell if your dog is deaf. Deafness is a common problem, especially in elderly animals, but it can also occur as a congenital problem that affects puppies. It's important to know if your dog is deaf because it affects his safety. A deaf dog that does not hear an approaching car may get into a traffic accident. Or a deaf dog may run off in the woods, not be able to hear your calls and get lost. Recognizing signs of deafness. Consider your dog's breed. Certain breeds have a higher risk of congenital deafness, being born deaf, than other breeds. These includes Dalmatians, Australian cattle dogs, Cocker Spaniels, English Setters, Beagles, Border Terriers, Boston Terriers, English Bulldogs, Poodles, Papillons, Pointers, Rhodesian Ridgebacks, and Shetland Sheepdogs. Keep in mind that regardless of breed, all puppies are deaf until around 10 to 14 days of age. After this point, their ear canals open up and they should have full hearing. Notice if your puppy bites harder than his litter mates. He may not be able to hear their squeals that will indicate to him that he is being too rough. If your puppy is deaf, he may also be the last in the litter to feed because he will not hear the food bowls being put down. While his litter mates may quickly respond to the rustle of the food bag, a deaf puppy will likely be oblivious to the sound or stay asleep. Switch from auditory to visual or physical commands to test your pup's hearing. In general, deaf puppies are harder to train because they don't hear your commands. But you need to distinguish between downright disobedience and deafness in your pup by using visual commands. For example, if during play your puppy bites too hard, instead of squealing or yelling, try blowing hard on his face while at the same time holding up a hand in the stop position. If the puppy is obedient, but deaf, he will quickly learn that a palm facing towards him means an unpleasant puff on his face, and ease off on the biting. Check to see if your puppy's ears move in response to noise. A deaf puppy's ears aren't as mobile as a hearing dog's. Whereas a hearing dog moves his ears to localize a sound, making them prick up or twitch to one side, a deaf puppy does not do this. Notice if the habits and tendencies of your grown dog start to change. As part of the aging process, dogs can lose their hearing and go deaf. Your dog may be going deaf if he does not wake up like he usually does when you get home from work, or if he is no longer afraid of loud sounds like the vacuum cleaner, thunderstorms, or fireworks. An older dog going deaf also may not as obedient as he once was, failing to come when called, or not responding to commands when he cannot see you or understand you by looking, rather than hearing. A dog that is going deaf may also startle easily, because it is unable to hear other people or animals approaching. For example, your dog may jump or growl when you walk up behind it.